Remember, you can pause anytime you need. 可以随时按下暂停键。
We are going to do a guitar. Okay, so we are going to have 3 parts of the guitar: the head, the neck, and the body. Okay, so before we start, we have to do the layout of the joint. Okay, as usual, we are going to have a center line. Okay, the center cross is right at the middle of the paper. Okay, so first we are going to do a diagonal line to make sure the angle is right for the guitar. Okay, so I will start from this point right here, and I want my guitar go all the way to here. So my guitar is like this big on the paper. So from here to here. Okay, so I'm going to simply connect these 2 points. Very light. Okay, about here. Okay, then I want you to break down the lines into half. So 2, the middle. So about the same size. Okay, then the top of here, I want you to break down as a quarter size. So we will have 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, we're doing the sketch, so it doesn't have to be exactly the same, but when you eyeball it, it doesn't look that much different. That's good enough. You don't have to show me your ruler. You doesn't need that. So how big is the rectangle? So we borrow the size, okay, like half here, and it's the same size here. So this one is the same as this one, okay? So this one is the same as this one. Again, there should be similar, not exactly. So similar it, so eyeball it. Okay, then we can do a rectangle. And we are going to have a small rectangle on the top. See, it's pretty small. So make sure you got the right scale. Okay, so we are going to working on the bottom first. We will finish the body, then we will do the neck, then the head. Okay, so that's break down the body. So I want you to break down the rectangle into 3 pieces about the same size. 1, 2. So you're gonna to show me 2 lines in between the rectangle. So we were going to have 6 boxes. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So far so good. Okay, so I want you to find the top 2 box, the top 2. A point right here, a point right here. So we got 2 points. We have bigger space from the point to the center line. We have a bigger space from the point to the center line. So we only have a small space outside here, a small space. So let's double check, do you got the right place? Okay, then we can start to do our guitar. We've got all the size we need. First, I want you to do a curve shape. Connect these 2 points. A curve. So I try to make it a little bit darker so you can see it, but you don't have to. before you finish the final lines, you don't have to make the pencil light too dark. Okay, so in case you make the mistake, you want to erase that. Okay, so I need you to do the symmetry. So whatever you did on the left, you will do the same thing on the right, but just mirror it. It has to be symmetry. Okay, then I'm going to do the bottom curve. It has to look like this way from the point here all the way, and do the symmetry on the other side. So the bottom one has a big curve, and the top one, it looks a little bit smaller. Okay, so I want you to connect these two letters C. So let's do the top together. A little bit wave. And the symmetry, we are going to flip over on the other side. So you have to double check, you have to compare with the center line. Slow down, eyeball it. Try to make them look like the same. Okay, then the guitar, we got a hold right here. Sometimes the hole is a little bit higher, sometimes a little bit lower. A circle right at the center. Okay, so before we move on to do the detail, now you can erase the box for the body part. Not the top, we still need that. We only erase the bottom part here. So before we start to do the detail, okay? So now it should be very easy for you to erase them up. Then you can erase the cross. We don't need the cross because we already find the guitars on the paper. Okay, and we are not going to do the detail for now because we have to add the string, right? So we will leave the string at the end of the joint. Okay, so now we are doing the neck. So they're connected right here. Okay, make sure, remember here has the center line, so make sure the left and right are the same. Okay, remember here has the center line, but I just remove it. But you have to keep that in your mind. Now we are doing the symmetry. So which means left, right should be the same. Okay, so now we are going to all the way up, but getting smaller. On the other side is the same. And it looks like it's shrink it. And try to make the line straight. Okay, if you have the neck a little bit weak, it looks like a little bit weird. Okay, so try to make the line straight up. Okay, then we're going to do the head. The head is small, so that's why I'm going to zoom in and you can see it's more clear. Okay, so now it's the rectangle, but the head, it doesn't look like the rectangle. It has the shape. So from the bottom here, right here, going out of the rectangle. Same right here. It's a little bit inside of the rectangle and it's going out a little bit and close. Okay, so now you can erase. Okay, now you can erase all the line we don't need it. We're done with the basic shape. Okay, okay, so my guitar looks like the sticker, right? It's flat, it doesn't look like real. So now I'm going to increase the depth, so make it has a width, so makes it looks like thicker. Okay, so first, now everyone see here, make sure you got the right point. Start from here, not here, not there, should be right here, straight down. How big? As big as you want to. Okay, like this one. Now I want you to keep the same size all the way onto here. Same size. Okay, so look at here. I'm going to follow the guitar that I just made. I follow the guitar. Curve, then it's curve. And does the neck has the same width as the body? Of course not. So first you have two parts. Okay, let me zoom in so you can see it's more clear. So we are focused on the top. Okay, so that's C here. We're going to have a smaller depth right here and stop at the body. Okay, right here is very teeny and small. Okay, now double size right here and getting smaller, smaller, smaller onto the head right here. So it's wider and going to be smaller. Okay, so we are doing the same thing for the head. So going down, not too big, and close. Then we got the guitar. Okay, it's time for you to start to do the detail. Okay, if you have the guitar at home, you might take a look to see how much detail on this. Okay, but if you don't, it's okay because I only have ukulele at home. So you're going to follow the step. Okay, so first we're going to have I'm not sure what this one called, but I would say that is the support for the string. It looks like the French fries right here. Okay, and remember it, we are doing the symmetry, so we should have a center line right here, so which means left, right are the same. Okay, when we erase the center line doesn't mean it doesn't have. Okay, still keep that in your mind. Everything we did, everything we do, it should be symmetry. Okay, like this width. So make sure the width is bigger than the circle. Okay, the support is bigger than the circle. And we have one more right here, but it looks smaller. It's right here. Okay, now we have to make the support has the high. Okay, it is not the sticker on the guitar. It has the high. It's like a small break. Okay, so we have to make it looks like 3D. So look at here. I'm going to add in a line. 1, 2, then close, close, close. Let me make it a little bit closer, you can see it. Okay, and inside the circle, if the guitar is made by paper, no, it's made by wood. So wood has the thickness. So we are going to have a letter C right here, small curve, only on the top, only on the left only. We don't see the depth on the right. Okay, then we're done with the body part. Now we have to move on to the head right here. Okay, so I want to do 2 lines, but very, very light because we're gonna erase it. We don't need that. So 2 diagonal lines, cross over, 1, 2. Okay, so here has the something looks like road. So he can twist the string and make the string looks more tight. So that's 1. Looks like the scroll. 2. Don't forget it on the other side. So totally we need 4. 1. 2. And on this line, we are going to have 1 pin, 2, 3, 4. So the top 2 are separate. The middle 2 are close to each other. So far so good. Okay, now we have some detail to do. So how does the guitar will change the sound? Because you have to tap the string, right, to change the volume. Some volume is higher and lower. Okay, so we're gonna add some the string, not the string. I think it looks like the letter. So it looks like this. 1, 2, and make sure the angle they're parallel. Okay, and there are similar space, the similar gap. So you have to add the line all the way up. Okay, then on the French fry button right here, I want to have 4 lines, 4 points. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you are going to connect them. So the first one is all the way up to here. The second one is all the way up to the bottom ones. The third one is all the way up to this one. And the last one will go all the way up to the last one, okay? And try to make the line straight. So now I accept that you want to use the ruler. If you have one, you can use the ruler to help you, okay? So it will look like that. But if you want to try by the hand, free-handed, you're welcome to do it, okay? Ruler just helping you to do something easily, but doesn't mean you really need it, okay? So if you lose a ruler, you just scoot the line all the way up. Okay, then make sure your string is inside the neck, okay? They are not outside the neck. So make sure your fourth string is on the neck. Okay, then it's the choice for you. You can add some graphics on the guitar, but all is your choice, okay? You can decorate your guitar or not. If you want to add some background, yes, why not? But you can do that after we finish the color, okay? So you can always add a background after we finish the color. Now I want you to focus on the color. We were going to color it together. So as I say, you have to prepare the pencil crayon, okay? No one use the markers. No one use the markers, okay? And no one use the crayon, just the pencil crayon. Okay, so you can color any color for your guitar. The guitar could be any fashion color, okay? You can use the hot pink, you can use orange, green, blue, doesn't matter you want to use. Okay, I leave that for your choice. But now I want you to find the black. We are going to color the shadow color first together. Okay, then you can go ahead to color your guitar. So black color, please. Okay, good. So before we start to color, I want you to mark it. Okay, so I want you to add the line under the string. And this line is very close to the string. Okay, it should be very close to the string. Okay, so let me make my camera closer so you can see it. So now, inside the circle, my string looks like a double line, right? So now I want you to color all black inside the hole, but leave the strings white. Okay, and if you understand what I'm talking about, you may start. So we color with the black color first. So the hole should look like this. Then I want you to use the block to color some shadow. Now I want you to color it very, very gentle. I don't want to see whole black. Only black color is inside the hole, and rest of them should be just looks like dark gray. Okay, not black. Black is only inside the hole, and rest of them are just the dark gray. Okay, so that's it. So everyone see here first. Before you start, I want you to know. Okay, so we color from here. Very light. We are not making the shadow looks like black. We just make it looks like dark gray. That's it. Leave the bottom white all the way. Follow the angles. Not too dark. Very, very gentle. Okay, and you may start. And there are a few parts we are doing the same thing. Body, neck, and the head. Okay, we are doing exactly the same thing. We just shade, dark, medium, light, dark, medium, light. Okay, not too dark. Right here as well. They should look like the gray color, not black color. Okay, then we are going to color the shadow under the guitar. Very dark. But not too big. Around. Only on the bottom part, not the side. And don't forget to color dark, medium, light, even they are small. Okay, and the shadow right here, you have to check very carefully because the neck and the head is not touch the ground like the body. So that's why the body has the shadow connect to each other. But the neck and the head are not. So the shadow and the neck looks like they are separate. So the neck shadow should look like this. There are two separate parts. So what does the guitar looks like? Then your shadow will look like the same shape. Okay, remember what does the guitar looks like? The shadow will have the same shape. Okay, so just like your shadow won't be the dinosaur, right? So make sure you got the right shape for the right shadow. Okay, so we finished the shadow part. You may start to color your guitar, but the same. I want you to practice dark, medium, and light, whatever what kind of color you are using. Okay, so if you want to use the pink, I use the pink. So same dark, medium, and light. Okay, so you have to practice until you're really used to it. You can make the color go very, very smooth. Okay, so that's whole class we are going to practice the same. Dark, medium, and light. dark color, medium, light. Okay, all the way around. Okay, so you can use different color to color at different parts. That will be great. Okay, so don't forget the small detail. So each small part has a reason. So you have to make sure they has their own color and we can separate them. So if you just cross over the color area and all the detail will be disappear. Okay, so if you have the depth, you have to show the depth. Okay, if you think dark, medium, and light is too easy for you, it's the same. You can choose the second color to make the color a little bit darker on the shadow part. Okay, to make your color looks more rich. Okay, one single color sometimes looks a little bit thin, a little bit poor. So two color mixed together will make the color go stronger and the color will look more rich. So whatever the shadow we did, you have to use your color to cross over. You have to color over it on the shadow. See, you still see the shadow, but the shadow just made the color looks darker. That's what we want. So no scribbling, everyone. Keep the color inside the shape. Okay, so when you finish the guitar, so I want you to double check some detail. Do you separate the face and the side? Okay, so you have to separate by color. So the sun face should be brighter than the side. Okay, the sun face should be brighter than the side. The side should have some shadow, so it should look darker. And all the small detail, do they have the colors? Okay, and I will leave the background for you. If you want to color with the background or you want to add something for the background, feel free to do it. And since you're done, please sign the name and write out the date. And take a photo and send it to me. I hope you enjoyed the class for today. Thank you. Bye, everyone.
When you complete your drawing, sign the name and write down the date. 完成画作之后，签下你的名字，跟写上日期。 Don't forget to take a photo of your drawing and send it to us. 不要忘记帮你的作品拍上照片寄给我们哦。And don't forget to clean out the table before you go. 不要忘记清洁你的桌子哦。Bye bye, see you next time.